About 5 months ago when I started my art journey, I was only practicing maybe 15 minutes a day, a few times a week. Now I draw an hour plus every single day and I just can't wait to do it. I want to share with you 3 things that I've learned so far in my art journey so that you learn to love the process and you also never run out of motivation. First thing you need is hope. Not to be dramatic, but you need to believe that with consistent practice, you will actually get better. You will actually be the artist that you want to be. Oh, only talented people get there. Only people that are born with the gift of art can actually become a good artist. Oh, you didn't choose your eye color, you didn't choose your parents, where you were born. But getting better at art is completely within your control. No one's born knowing perspective. Nobody crawls out of the womb knowing how to shade. Will you be like Kim Jong-gi? No. Will you be like Peter Han? Probably not. That's good news because the pressure's gone. You just need to focus on being the best artist that you can be given your circumstances. So again, you need to believe that with practice, you're going to get better. You need to have hope. My second tip is you need to think long term. So I gave myself 10 years. I want to maybe draw from imagination. I do have a goal of making my own animation, short film animation. That will take a long time. I'll need a lot of skills for that, but I'm giving myself 10 years. That's a lot of time. And yes, 10 years, not by next summer I'm gonna have all these things done, but I'm giving myself 10 years. I think I can accomplish those goals well before that, but giving myself a lot of the time removes that pressure again, and it just makes that timeline much more realistic. Just remember, good things take time. Let me give you an example. If I were to go into the gym for the first time, and let's say I wanted to bench 315, I would fall right on my ribs. My ribs would break and puncture my heart and I would die. You need to start with the light weights. You need to get in the routine of things. A lot of the time we put this expectation that we're gonna go from 0 to hero so fast that we're gonna be able to not really know how to draw at all, to being able to draw from imagination these complex, beautiful scenes, and everybody's gonna love it. But the reality is, it takes so much time, in the same way that I can't just go from never benching in my life to benching 315. That takes time. That takes many years of dedication and hard work in the gym. Drawing is no different. So just be realistic with your timeline and think long term. I want to talk more of the practical stuff. So more specifically, you need to decide on how much time you can actually devote to drawing or whatever form of art you want to do every single day. So even if it's 20 minutes, you're still going to see growth. You're still going to get better at art. It's just not going to happen as fast. Obviously, I mean, you're only putting in 20 minutes a day, but any time that you can do, it's going to help. This leads me to my second kind of tip for the practical stuff, which is do exercises that match your level. You still got to figure out the basics of drawing. I started out with just learning forms, perspective, having confident lines. So just drawing confident lines. So just make sure that you're not doing exercises, you're not tackling things that are way out of your skill level. The third thing is the 50% rule. This is something that I learned when I did draw box, when I was trying to accomplish the 250 box challenge. And basically, let's say you have 20 minutes, you want to do 10 minutes of the exercises. So in my case, it was doing the 250 box challenge, and then I'll do 10 minutes of whatever I like to draw. So this could be anything from off a reference, or you want to draw just anything that you like to draw. You should draw that for the other 50% of your time. This will make it much more enjoyable and make it feel like you're doing things that you actually like. You're still also spending 50% of your time getting better at the foundations. And then the fourth thing is just reward yourself. Have fun. You should buy some pens, some pencils that you like. You should buy new sketchbooks frequently. Just make drawing feel like it's something you get to do, not something you have to do. Drawing every day isn't a chore. It'll eventually become a habit, and the days that you don't do it, you'll feel like you're missing out on something, and it'll just become an addiction. So these are some things that I've learned. I hope that this was helpful for anybody that's listening. And really, these tips can be applied to any goal that you set for yourself. Just be realistic, think long term, and just be consistent, and you're going to get the results that you want.